Most cruisers spend at least an extra $3,000 to get into MSC's Yacht Club, and they are promised the ultimate ship within a ship experience. But is the Yacht Club pure luxury or all hype? I've sailed MSC both ways, and I'm about to give you the brutal truth of whether the Yacht Club is worth it. And I'm going to share with you a trick I used to get into the Yacht Club for barely $1,000. I'm Gary with Optimal Cruising, bringing you fresh cruise advice, money-saving hacks, and secret strategies the cruise lines don't advertise. Let's get started. One of the most shocking things for me about MSC's Yacht Club is all the extras that were included. I had no idea about this the first time I tried it. Now, I've sailed in other suites on other cruise lines before, where I was basically just paying for a much larger room and a little better service. The expense of the Yacht Club is significant. Most cruisers will spend between an extra $1,500 and $3,000 per person to get into the Yacht Club versus a basic interior cabin. But you're not only getting a much larger room, you're getting access to areas of the ship that other passengers cannot enter. And you're getting a lot of extras. So let's break some of that down. For starters, MSC includes their premium drink package in the Yacht Club experience. That's their best, most expensive drink package, which you get included in your fare. Now, yes, the fare is higher, but you have to consider that because the Yacht Club means unlimited drinks of any kind, anywhere on the ship, at no additional cost to you, tips already included. The Yacht Club also includes some other subtle things, such as daily access to the Aria Spa, which doesn't include actual spa treatments, but does include access to the thermal area, which on most MSC ships is rather extravagant and huge and something not to be missed, and you're getting it for free whenever you want to book it. Yacht Club cabins have their own private guest services desk, and each cabin has a dedicated butler. And your butler will offer you a lot of little things you didn't think about, such as a printed out newspaper from pretty much any country in the world. They will give you a free bottle of alcohol, whiskey, gin, vodka, whatever you want for your room. Hors d'oeuvres on a daily basis, just a nice touch. Let's just do a quick comparison between cabins. So here you have a typical interior cabin on a regular MSC ship and a typical balcony cabin on an MSC ship. And as you can see, both cabins are pretty typical for cruises. But the Yacht Club is different. So here's a typical Yacht Club cabin. And this is not one of the more expensive suites. This is the basic balcony cabin. And as you can see, it has a lot more room. It has a whole separate seating area, and the balconies are wider and longer, so there's more space outside. Now, the Yacht Club does offer a couple interior rooms. I have not stayed in them, but a majority of the rooms are balcony rooms. In the Yacht Club, you're going to get the best service out of the whole entire ship. Because what MSC does is they promote their best staff into the Yacht Club to make that experience top of the line. But those things don't even come close to what makes the Yacht Club an incredible luxury experience. Let's take a look at the private areas. The Yacht Club has a huge private pool deck with a private pool and several hot tubs available only to guests in Yacht Club rooms. Now, this is a huge advantage. If you're like me and you don't like swimming with sardines, you're never going to find that in the Yacht Club pool. In fact, it's so uncrowded that even when the ship is completely full, it feels like you're on your own private yacht. It really does give the name justice. The hot tubs are really amazing and of a better quality than the ones you'll find on the main deck. And what's really amazing is that in the yacht club, I've been able to get into the pool or the hot tub all by myself in the middle of the afternoon. I've found times when it's just completely empty in the middle of a sea day, and that's unheard of. Compare that to the main deck, where you have just chair after chair filled up with people surrounding the pool. The pools are crowded and packed. You could barely get in there, much less swim around. The hot tubs are never empty unless it's a terrible weather day and you don't want to be out there anyway. And all of the seating around the pool deck is of a luxurious quality. There's nice cushions on the seats. There are many shade options, and you don't have to fight for a seat. They have seats for everybody staying in the yacht clubs. And another thing people ask us is, can you use your yacht club benefits outside of the yacht club? And yes, you certainly can. You can go to any bar on the ship and you'll get free drinks by showing your card because that's part of your yacht club package. But if you're in the yacht club, they don't even ask for your card. The yacht club has its own private lounge and bar with bartenders that are the cream of the crop. We went through many bars on this ship, and it was clear to us that the best drinks were made by the bartenders in the yacht club. And if you think the drink package makes it worth it, wait until you see the quality of yacht club food. But first, I want to know what you think so far. Is the yacht club worth the extra money? Put it in the comments below. Now, if you're staying in the yacht club, you really have no need to go elsewhere for food. Now, let's just take a quick look at the food comparison here. So we have some footage of the main buffet on this ship, which isn't bad. The food there is good, and when I've stayed in a regular cabin, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But as you can see, the poolside yacht club buffet is no ordinary buffet. We were getting red snapper, we were getting swordfish, we were getting top quality salmon, stuff you didn't find at all in the main buffet. There is also a yacht club private restaurant, and it is a fine dining experience. It is open for 3 meals a day, and you can eat there every meal if you want. The menu is different from anywhere else on the ship. They cook it fresh in the yacht club because they're not mass cooking for thousands of people. And let's look at some main dining room comparisons. So here's some food we were served in a basic MSC main dining room on a cruise when we just booked a regular cabin. And as you can see, it's not bad, doesn't look bad at all. But compare that to what you get in the yacht club. It's not only a more elegant presentation, but as you can see, the food is more substantial and the choices are of a much more premium quality than what they serve you in the main dining room. But perhaps one of my favorite little treats about the yacht club was the hors d'oeuvres they served throughout the day in the lounge right next to where the bar is. At certain times of the day, they would even have these fine chocolates there because MSC actually has a chocolatier on board their ship where you can go and purchase fresh handmade chocolates. In the yacht club, they get these and give them to you for free. So you're getting definitely a lot more than you would if you're staying in a regular cabin where you have access to some of these things, but you have to pay extra. And if you just want something a little different one night from the yacht club, you can have your butler bring you anything you like directly to your stateroom. In fact, we had a neighbor who ordered late night sushi pretty much every night of the cruise. And that comes from a specialty restaurant that most passengers would have to pay an upcharge for. In the yacht club rooms, it's a lot more comfortable to have a breakfast meal or a lunch or even a dinner because you have a lot more space. There's suites and you have a table and a couch that you can sit and eat on. You have a table outside on the balcony. So it's not like the smaller cabins in the rest of the ship where if you have a lot of food delivered to your room, you probably end up eating on your bed. And all the amazing food is really just the start of the VIP treatment you get in the yacht club. I'm talking about priority embarkation. You can get there and board the ship whenever you want. They have a special yacht club lounge where they get you set up, get you your tickets, and personally walk you onto the ship, bypassing any lines of any people at any time. And it's the same thing for disembarkation. You can leave the ship whenever you want. You let your butler know what time, and they are going to escort you off the ship, bypassing all the lines, going straight to pick up your bags and go through customs. And that VIP service carries throughout the entire cruise. If you have shore excursions booked, they will walk you off to that shore excursion at the time you need to be there, not a half hour or an hour early. You won't be waiting in lines. You will really be treated like a VIP. If you want to see a show on board, you don't need to get there early and get a seat. They have seats reserved only for the yacht club members, and they walk you down to that show 10 minutes before it's going to start. You get into your seat, and by the time you're sitting down or have ordered a drink, the show's ready to go. And if that sounds enticing so far, wait until you see what they do for yacht club passengers on their private island. But if you've enjoyed this MSC special so far, make sure you subscribe to our channel and get all of our cruising updates. One nice feature of Caribbean cruises is that most cruise lines have a private island, and I really enjoy that because it gives me a day to get off the ship, enjoy the beach, and not really have to spend anything on an excursion. In fact, food is always free on those islands, and in some cases, if you have a drink package, that's also free, depending on the cruise line. But if you're in the MSC Yacht Club, your private island experience is a whole different world. MSC's private island is about 2 miles around, and they have situated a private restaurant on one side of the island, along with a private beach that they only allow entry to for yacht club passengers. And you don't even have to walk there. So when you see the hordes of people getting off the ship and walking for a half mile to get to the beach they want to get to, you hop right on a little golf cart and they drive you directly to the yacht club area. And the private area is exclusive. The seating is a lot better there. You have a private umbrella, which is harder to come by on the rest of the island. And you have a gourmet lunch made to order right there. You can either eat it on the beach, or you can go inside if it's hot and eat it in the restaurant. They also have a bar there, which obviously is included. So you pay for nothing, but you have a much elevated experience. On some other private islands for some other cruise lines, you might pay $100 to $200 per person for this kind of experience because they have a private beach or an adults only beach with a club like atmosphere. Well, MSC Yacht Club gives you this for free on their private island. While the yacht club is an amazing experience, there is a downside, and we're going to get to that next. So my wife told me, now that we sailed in the yacht club, we can't go back. Well, that's a problem because the yacht club is a huge expense. So you risk getting addicted to the service and the quality that you get in that yacht club, and it's not going to feel the same when you go back to a regular cabin. But we cruise a lot and we can't afford to keep staying in the yacht club. However, there is a hack that I use to get in there, which you can use too if you don't have to be there. As I mentioned, I spent barely $1,000 to get both my wife and I into the yacht club. And here's the receipt. And how I did this is I didn't book it up front. In fact, for this cruise, I simply booked a regular interior cabin. The total cost was about $1,300 for the two of us. And I wasn't expecting to do the yacht club this time. But this ship I was on was not fully booked. It was kind of in the middle of seasons. It was in May. So after the spring break rush, but before the big summer season. And because they weren't fully booked, they offered an amazing upgrade opportunity. Now, I've seen this since, so I know it's not just a one-off. But they will offer you an opportunity to upgrade from a basic cabin to a yacht club cabin, and you can get that upgrade for about $500 per person. But it's not a sure thing. You have to bid on it, and of course, there's other people bidding. So if you get outbid by enough people, there won't be enough yacht club rooms left, so you won't get the upgrade. But some people bid a little more, maybe $600 or $700 a person, because it's worth it to them. It's really up to you. But it's a no-brainer way to get into the yacht club at almost 2/3 off the regular price. So if you can afford an extra $1,000, it's worth a try. You might not get it, and you'll be happy with what you originally booked. But if you do get it for $1,000, I say it's definitely worth it. So now that you know how to score an amazing deal on an MSC Yacht Club room, there are 7 strategies cruisers use every day to save hundreds on a basic cruise vacation. I'll tell you all about those right here.